Spud Nation, what is up? Happy Friday to everyone and a happy weekend ahead. Hey, great week in sports. I hope you all enjoyed the NFL draft preview, running through our mocks, 1 through 10, great breakdown. My draft expert, Tyler, he's coming back. We're going to break down the rest of the first round, second round, get you ready for the NFL draft. But before then, we have the NBA playoffs starting. Obviously, it's a big deal, so we're going to hit on that today. Also, a little Jimmer for debt. But before that, everyone who's checking this out on YouTube, hit up www.thesportscouch.com for more videos. We got a lot of cool interviews on there, everything else that you need. Also, Spud Nation, you got any questions, comments, concerns, or you want to buy some Spud Nation hoodies, hats, t-shirts, you name it, we got it. Hit me up, Craig at thesportscoach.com. Alright, here we go. Jimmer for debt. What senior ever wants to finish out college when you have millions of dollars waiting for you in the NBA? Well, Jimmer Fredette did. He was going to class, was going to finish out his senior year, but wait. BYU, they asked him to stop coming to class. Too big of a distraction. Kids during the middle of class, they'd go up to him, ask for autographs, pictures. Just became too much of a hassle. Jimmer, he's finishing classes online, getting ready for the NBA draft. With all these underclassmen staying in college basketball, which is a great thing, especially for my North Carolina Tar Heels. Love it. Jimmer's stock just keeps going up and up. He's looking like a top 10 pick. Going to be fun to watch in the NBA. Speaking of the NBA, we're going to start with the West. The 1 seed, San Antonio Spurs, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, that 8 seed. Tough draw for Memphis. You know what? I'm going to San Antonio. Tim Duncan, although old, he can still get it done on the inside. Tony Parker looks good. They have depth with George Hill. You know what? San Antonio just looks like the toughest out for Memphis. Too deep, too big. They play very unselfish basketball, and Memphis losing Rudy Gay this year doesn't help things. Memphis, a young team, great. They made the playoffs, running into a buzzsaw with San Antonio. San Antonio will advance to play, to be determined. The Thunder, led by Kevin Durant, a phenomenal team. They fell all the way to the 4 seed. Kind of surprising. I had them projected as the number 2 seed going into the year, but they're still in the playoffs. They are taking on the Denver Nuggets. I love Denver. They retooled. Their uniforms are awesome. They have a lot of North Carolina Tar Heels on their team right now. Ty Lawson, Raymond Felton, they push the tempo a lot. But I think the Thunder are just going to be too much. Too much Durant. Russell Westbrook is amazing right now. And they went out and they added the big, mean, nasty in the middle, Kendrick Perkins. It's what they needed. They needed the size, the playoff experience. He's not much of an offensive threat, but he gets in there. And you know what? It's like putting a mean old defensive tackle in there. He fights in the trenches. He's not afraid to stand up for his guys, get in people's faces. Kendrick Perkins, kind of that X factor you're looking for right now. And Denver, you know what? Great season. I loved what you guys did. You kind of came together, said, screw you, world. We're going to win without Melo, and you did. Great job, George Karl. Excellent job coaching this year. The Thunder advance. Should be a phenomenal series. Dallas taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Dallas, we all know you have great regular seasons. You get to the postseason, and you blow goats. I don't know what it is. You're a jump shooting team. We know that. Your center is your best player, if you can consider Dirk a center. Big 7-footer, settles for jumpers all the time. You know what? He takes advantage of mismatches every now and then. But Dallas, I see a lot of holes in their team. Just because year in and year out, they do the same thing to everyone. They get you excited. Yeah, best record in the NBA. They bow out early. All right, they're the 3rd seed in the West this year. What do you know about them? Jason Terry, great scorer. Dirk, great scorer. Jason Kidd, old, you know what? Who knows? Tough matchup against Portland. Portland, they have size. They're coming together. They're playing well as a team. I'm going to give Dallas a nod here. Yes, I know it's probably going to bite me in the butt, but Dallas is going to get the nod. They play well as a team. They hit their shots, but if they're not hitting, Portland is going to be a very tough out for Dallas. So, Dallas, you advance to the 2nd round. That is my iffy pick of the 1st round. I really have a feeling Portland's going to give them all that they can handle, but Dallas, you advance. And then we drop down. The Lakers taking on the Hornets. The Lakers clearly are the better team going into this series. They're the defending champions. Kobe, he doesn't like to lose. He calls people names, gets fined $100,000. Just ask all the gay people of America what they think of Kobe Bryant right now. Kobe, I'm cool with it. I understand you get caught up in the heat of battle. Stupid words fly out of your mouth. And you know what? I think David Stern kind of went overboard with the fining and everything. But it's one thing to offend one person, let alone an entire population. You know what? Good for you, Kobe. Way to go. You just keep making more and more people upset with you. Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, that's right. They know all about you in Denver, buddy. So, here we go. Lakers, they have their size. Andrew Bynum, if he can stay healthy, it's a big, big help to the Lakers. They'll advance. Chris Paul, just not enough. Even at full strength, the Hornets are not enough to take on the Lakers. So there you have it. All the high seeds advance in the West. Spurs, Thunder, Mavericks, and Lakers. All right, jumping over to the East. Round 1 games. Chicago Bulls, the hottest team in basketball and #1 overall seed in the entire NBA playoffs, taking on the Indiana Pacers. Pacers kind of snuck their way in under the radar. Good for you, Pacers. Great season this year. Roy Hibbert, yeah, he could turn into one of the elite centers in the entire NBA. Beyond that, Indiana is a team of misfits, no-namers, thrown together that play really well together. Good for you. You're not going to beat the Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose, by far and away, probably going to win the MVP. And then you throw on Carlos Boozer, a couple role players, Kyle Korver. I like the Bulls' makeup. First-year head coach, getting it done, instilling that belief in Chicago that you can bring a title back without Michael Jordan. Bulls advance. Great job, Chicago. Second, oh man, this is a huge matchup. Orlando taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Talk about star power all over this game. Dwight Howard, he's going to have to handle his business in a major way against the Atlanta Hawks team. I love Orlando. I love what they can do. They shoot a bunch of threes. Some role players coming off the bench that I really like. Atlanta is in the same boat. They can score with the best of them. It's going to take a mighty effort from Josh Smith to go out there, kind of hang with the Magic. I see Orlando advancing. They have Ron Jeremy as a head coach, Stan Van Gundy. And you know what? Just a better team. Magic, you advance. Great job. Boston, the Celtics, they're old. Can they handle it? Their wheels are falling off. They get rid of Kendrick Perkins. Total disarray right now for the Mean Green Machine. Taking on the New York Knicks. The Knicks, they can't cover anything. Terrible defensive team. What are you going to do, though? They got to score a bunch to beat this Boston team, and I don't see it happening. The Celtics, they have home court advantage. They're going to win. They're going to take advantage of the lackadaisical defense. Carmelo trying when he wants to. It's just outmatched right now for New York. Amare's a great player. A solid matchup for Kevin Garnett. But beyond that, Melo is lost. Who's he going to cover? Nobody. Who is going to stop Rajon Rondo? Chauncey Billups, I don't think so. Ray Allen, he's going to have a big series. Look for the Celtics to advance, setting up a huge second-round matchup. But first, the Miami Heat have to survive Philadelphia. The Heat take on the 76ers. I love the big three. Miami is going to be my pick to win the entire thing. I love them. What more can you say? LeBron James, ultimate team player. Goes out there, he passes, he defends. He does everything you need to win. And you know what? When he can't pick it up, Dwayne Wade is the offensive MVP of the league. This guy can get it done. He attacks. He can shoot from outside. I love it. D. Wizzy, you're the man. Handle business. And then Chris Bosh, he's learning how to be a big guy. Kind of starting to take it in the paint. They're working off of him. Great job, Miami. If your role players come to play, Mike Bibby, big minutes out of Bibby. Starter, get in there. He's got to hit a couple shots. Maintain the flow of the game. It could be a great, quick series for the Heat. But Philadelphia, Andre Iguodala, he wants to handle his business. They want to give Miami all they can handle. Maybe take this game into a Game 7. Do whatever it takes. It's not going to happen. Miami Heat advance, setting up a fun matchup. Boston, Miami. I love it. Should be a great time. The NBA playoffs, this is when basketball finally begins to be fun to watch. Hopefully these teams start playing together as a team, play solid defense, and try to win games. I'm excited, Spud Nation. I hope you all have a great weekend. Check out some of these first-round matchups and root for your favorite team. Any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on the website, or you know my email, craig@thesportscoach.com. This is all about you, Spud Nation. I'm here to help. Till next time, enjoy your weekend. We're out.